Ninamani. We acknowledge that we are today meeting on the traditional lands of the Kaurna Nation and that their culture, heritage and spiritual beliefs are practiced still today. And on behalf of the Kaurna elders, I'd like to say welcome to the Kaurna country and also welcome other nations that are present here today. My name is Yvonne Agus and I'm a Kaurna elder in the city of Adelaide, and I'd like to welcome you all.
My name's Cheryl Axelby and I'm the Relationship Manager for South Australia for Aboriginal Community Housing Limited. Tika Tirka came about as an initiative from the South Australian Government through the South Australian Housing Authority to have a purpose-built place for our children, our young fellows living in rural remote locations to be able to come to Adelaide and to study and undertake further training and development. All right, so at the Tika Tirka was built, there's about 20 rooms and like living accommodation facilities, and it's built on over 3 floors, and it has a beautiful garden top area up the top there where our young fellows get up there and can actually be outdoors. And what I really love and enjoy about Tika Tirka is getting to know all the residents here who come from all different communities, and I think that's what really is really important, is about how we all come together from different communities and you know, respect our diversity, but also learn from each other a bit more about each other, but also the main aim here is about to try and create a home for our young fellows who are living outside of their communities. So to become part of the Tika Tirka family, normally you have to be enrolled within a university or a learning institution, and you contact Aboriginal Community Housing Limited. Our housing officer here is Ronnie Rankin, and he's our first point of call, and he'll help and meet and greet and give a good overview about Tika Tirka, what facilities are available. It is independent living, so you know all our residents here, it's like an independent living facility where they do buy their own groceries, they do their own cooking, but of course we have supports around here like with our workers to be able to support our young fellows to be able to settle in, and also to undertake shopping, and also we develop programs and what we call place-based programs here at Tika Tirka to create independent living opportunities, but also connections to community, and also connection to other learning and employment opportunities as well.
Yeah, hi, my name is Ronald Rankin. I'm a proud Ngarrindjeri man, and I'm the housing officer at Tika Tirka. Well, I'm the actual first point of call, I suppose, for any new residents or students that are looking for accommodation here at Tika Tirka. So yeah, I'm the first point of call, and I get everything organised, as in sorting out leases, and well, that's been the first of its kind in the country, and since I've been here and I've had a good insight onto how it functions and what it's all about, I think it's one of the best things that ever happened to for Indigenous peoples, I would say. So yeah, definitely need more of these places all over the country.
Hi, my name's Trish Ritchie. I'm a Dungari Wirangu woman, and I grew up here in Adelaide, South Australia, and in Ceduna. So I'm now the Community Development Officer for ACHL and for Tika Tirka. I love my role. I really enjoy doing this job and connecting with my Indigenous community and communities across South Australia. We've got a group of young people living here at Tika Tirka, and it's really great for us as an Aboriginal team to work with them and create cultural activities, life skill activities for them, and connecting them to the community. I think from all of us as staff working here at Tika Tirka, we come with lots of different experiences, connections, and relationships with other services. And by us being able to support the young people in such a way, we're able to think outside the square and connect them to Aboriginal services or mainstream services that are able to best help them and support them in their journey while they're living here at Tika Tirka. What's exciting about Tika Tirka is it's the first Aboriginal student accommodation in the whole of Australia. And I just feel really fortunate to be a part of this journey in supporting the young people living in this facility. We, as a team, we know that we've got a big job at hand, and we want to make it great for the young people that live here in this facility. We know that they come from, different communities, and by them coming and living in Tika Tirka, so it's a facility that's a 20-bed facility, they start having, building their own relationships and understanding of what it's like living in a shared facility, and learning to share this space with everyone.
Yeah, and like when they first come in, they're very, very sort of reserved, I suppose, and a bit shy. But once they realise who they're actually be living with and who's supporting them and the support networks that we give them, it just sort of they tend to blossom pretty quick, in a sense, and which is what we want to see, and become very independent young adults. Yeah.
Hey, my name's Michael Cullen, and I'm a Ngarrindjeri Narongga man who studies psychology. My mob's from Raukin and York Peninsula. There's an artificial vibe that you go through when trying to get a private rental. However, with Tika Tirka, it felt like I was just naturally stepping into home, really. So it was quite easy, really. They walked me through and said, look, you've got a choice over these rooms, and they were very accommodating. And once I signed the lease, I actually got quite emotional because it was one of the first times in a while that I felt truly welcome.
So, Jingari, my name's Jacob Murray Levenge. I'm a proud Nunukul and Kumba man from Queensland, and yeah. Currently studying my Bachelor of Nursing at the University of Adelaide, and I'm also doing a program that goes into my graduate at the Royal Adelaide Hospital in the emergency department. So I've been living in this accommodation for about nearly 2 years now. It was when COVID started. I fled Melbourne, where I was living before. I was pretty much nearly about to be homeless until I found this place. I was speaking to one of the uncles here, and he recommended Tika Tirka, and yeah, since then I've been here. So it's really deadly to see that there are younger students than me here, getting out there, really passionate about education, about their careers, and yeah, just really want to make a difference in the community. Obviously, if our history, Aboriginal people, there's been a lot of disparities with Aboriginal people, and education has been a huge one. And yeah, I think, for me, I take this as a massive opportunity and advantage to challenge myself, and also indulge in something that we've been forced to, we've never been allowed, given. So yeah.
My name's Jordan Taib. I'm from Murray Bridge. I'm a Ngarrindjeri man, and yeah, I just moved to Adelaide to Tika Tirka. I'm studying health and medical science at Adelaide University. It's my second year, and I'm planning to transfer into medicine. Since moving into Tika Tirka, it's been good to get to know everyone living here. It helps a lot with a lot of other students you're living with. You get good study downtime with everyone, and seeing people in the courses you want to transfer into, or their third year in your course, it really motivates you to get to where they are. Being the first one in my family to study away from home was a big leap for me, and having this second family here at Tika Tirka was good. They plan a lot of activities to get to know everyone in the house, and yeah, just having so many opportunities to connect with people outside of university really opens my career opportunities.
I am Dharmaji Cass. I am a proud Pitjantjatjara Yankunytjatjara woman from Indulgena community in the APY lands. I am in my second year of the Aboriginal Pathway program at UniSA. I've got one more year left of that, and I am looking to get into politics next year. Tika Tirka is great in the way that it provides you with study rooms, you get common areas that you can mingle with other people. You also get your own space and your own pod, which has lounge rooms in it, great kitchen facilities and everything like that. You can cook up a big storm in the kitchen. And yeah, it allows you to be who you are in a comfortable space around people who make you feel like you're at home.
The problem we've had is once our students leave school, they've got nothing else to go to, and they quite often finish year 12, go home and don't go further in their education. Having Tika Tirka, a place that will support them, give them accommodation, I think is just amazing, and I think with our some of the difficulties of moving to a big city, not having accommodation, not having support, living remote, we don't have a lot of services, but having Tika Tirka here to support our students is amazing.
Yeah, we're pretty excited that we've got this building and that we're running with it and that we're supporting young people in the next generation to succeed, get educated and step out and be our next Indigenous workforce in the communities right across the country.
The future for Tika Tirka, I think, is just going to grow and get bigger. We all know the importance of education, and being Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander, the oldest living continuous culture in the world, and I think we've got a lot to offer society, and the best way we can do that is through education. But the fact is we do need places like Tika Tirka to give us that support along the journey.
And when we look at them now moving into tertiary education, having supportive accommodation services like Tika Tirka is good for our rural remote kids, but I think it's also good for all our kids who need that sort of dedicated space to be able to study and have facilities and supports available. We know that a lot of our families experience overcrowding living conditions, and I think Tika Tirka provides that lovely headspace for our fellows to be able to be in an environment and thrive, and to be able to focus on their studies with the supports. And ideally, we would love to see more Tika Tirkas being built around Adelaide, but also, ideally we'd love to see, when we're looking at employment, education and training, and we have fellows coming from very rural remote communities, that maybe in the future we actually could look at some being, in place in Port Augusta as a halfway sort of place for people so they can go back and have that connection still with families and communities. But ideally, we'd love to see more Tika Tirkas being built, because education is the way of the future for our younger generation. And if you meet, and get to meet the opportunity to meet our residents, they are deadly young fellas who have very clear visions about what it is they want to achieve. And also, they're our future leaders, so what better, place could they be, in an environment where they're supported, they have like an uncle auntie type environment around them. We don't see ourselves as workers, we see ourselves as being part of the community and and creating a community for the residents here.
Since coming to Tika Tirka, this place has been a very family orientated environment. Everybody is like brothers and sisters here. We all get along very well, and we all give each other the support that we need when we need it.
And I think that once these students have done their certificates and their rewards for what they're doing, working at, I hope that they can take it back to their communities and get the other Wanyans to follow steps. So we need more people like them that are studying at the moment in our community and in your community.